Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Elden Ring weapon showcase. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Urumi. I got a lot of requests for whips, so I figured I would start with the one that I find the most interesting. And what I find the most interesting about this weapon is it's fully charged heavy, has a multiple hit attack. Same with the follow-up. If you fully charge the follow-up, you get a multi-strike attack as well. And I feel like we can do some pretty interesting things with that. Other than the charged heavy though, the Urumi has a very similar moveset to all the other whips. The light attacks come out quickly, very useful for chip damage if your opponent just spaces incorrectly and you can punish it with the light attack. The R2 uncharged has a nice sweeping attack as well. Decent range, decent horizontal hitbox on the R2, the first R2. The second R2 I don't find the best. Maybe if they roll into you can get a roll catch, but the initial R2 is definitely the way to go. Now taking a look at the build, we have our usual 60 vigor. We have the minimum endurance needed to wield the weapons, the armor, and the talismans that I plan to utilize throughout the showcase. And then all of our points go into dexterity. If you have a starting class with less strength, that's better for you. It's more optimal for this weapon. But I was a vagabond, so I do have 14 strength. And the rest of my points go into dexterity because I plan to keen or lightning infuse these. I'm really not sure yet, but I think I'm going to go keen. I feel like I can use more interesting Ashes of War this way. We're going to be starting with the Beast Roar on the right hand Urumi, and on the left hand I figured the Thunderbolt would be useful because this weapon doesn't really have the fastest attacks. So when you're trying to finish somebody off, I figured the Thunderbolt might be a little bit useful just to get a quick hit in if they're kind of panicked and trying to escape you. Same with the Beast Roar, really good at a long distance attack. As I've said, I've also planned to dual wield in some of the battles. I feel like the dual wield moveset has really great roll catch potential because of the speed the L1s come out. Just the standard L1s. Then you also get access to the jumping L1s, which do quite a lot of damage, especially if you pair them with the Claw Talisman, which is what I plan to do. And you also gain access to the R2 attack that I want to try out. So whether I'm two-handing or one-handing this weapon, it does the same outcome for me. Alright, I guess that's all I really have to say about the weapon. Let's just see how it performs in the duels. Alright, we have our first opponent, and it is Ella. Hello, Ella. I, of course, don't have my flask ready, as is tradition. Hello, Ella. How are you? All right, so you got a big bonk stick. Good dodge in between the L1s, actually. Oh, she doesn't have poise, so the stun is going to be pretty immense. We can try the fully charged heavy here. I really do want to catch that. Oh, Waves of Darkness. Nice. Oh, 922. Maybe finish with the Beast Roar, because Ella's not expecting it. All right, Ella. Very fun fight. And we landed the fully charged R2. Such a cool moveset, actually. Very fun fight. Alright, moving on to our next opponent, we have Juan. Hello, man, what's up? This time I'm going to try out just the singular weapon since we started with the dual wield. We'll see how it goes. Get the whip punish in there. See, I feel like the rolling attack is really good at punishing whiffed attacks from opponents. Okay, he wants to get close to me. We're going to try the charged heavy. Yep. Really good roll catch if people do roll into the charge of the heavy because it does have the 2 attack hitboxes, so it's a little bit easier to land than when they try to get aggressive. Hey, oh, backstab attempt. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Beautiful. What about a singular jumping attack? Yep, that comes up very quickly. Although he does have the poise to not get poise broken by it. Unfortunate one. Very fun fight, man. This is actually very effective. I'm enjoying this. Why haven't I used whips more before? Alright, for this one I put Royal Knight Resolve on both of these. I really want to try to land a double buff jumped L1 with the Claw Talisman. I feel like it could do some pretty insane damage. Although, I doubt I'll land it, but we're going to give it an attempt. Hello there, Mirai. Mirai Enjoyer. Hello, Mirai. Looking the wrong way. I'm over here. Hello. Hello. Hey. How do you want to do this? Are we doing some buffs? I would like to drink my buff flask, but whatever you would like. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, sir. My opening is gonna be scary if it hits. Mirai Enjoyer. All right. Wow, one of those L1 hits did 600 damage. I'm still a little committed to trying my crazy amount of damage here. Mirai, let me hit you with the jumping L1. This is just for tests. Just the test. I wonder if that would have actually one-shot him. Because I did 600 and then 977. I'll never know now, though. But very fun fight. Moving on to the next battle, we have Cordelia. Hello, Cordelia. This time I really want to try to land the Royal Knight Resolve charged R2. Do you have any buffs you like to do, Cordelia? Or are you good? Okay, we're good. I'm going to open then. I'm going to be the opener. Let's see. I kind of want to see how they approach being close to the Urumi, to be honest. Okay. This does have a lot of range, so playing it from far is kind of safe. Alright, patient so far. Oh my god, it's the magic attack. The one you never see. The magic Ash of War. That did roll catch. Oh no, it's got such good roll catch if they even roll into you. I figured Cordelia would roll by me right there. Man, I love the attempt at the Ash of War, to be honest. Alright, so the running L1 is very useful for roll catches as well. Although I need to get in there, else it's pretty easy to dodge, so I haven't been using it too much. I feel like it's a little bit easier to mix up the jumping attacks. I think I might have the poise to tank that, but my poise wasn't full. Alright, Cordelia. What are we doing here? Playing it patiently? Oh, I wanted to see if that would roll catch. Whoop. I see your plan, Cordelia. Alright, you're playing it very patiently, so I'm going to have to play a little bit defensive as well, since you're just going for whip punishes. Whips are pretty easy to dodge if you're being patient. The shield. I really wanted to see, actually, now that you guarded that. Would this guard break your shield? Oh, I roll cut you with the running attack. Very fun fight, though, Cordelia. Very patient. Very good. Very good shield and sword use. Very fun. Alright, this time we're going to be trying out Raptors of the Mist. I feel like if I do connect the Ash of War and I land the jumping L1 from it, it'll do a great deal of damage. And our opponent is Ella again. It's rare I find the same player twice in a showcase. Hello, Ella. How are you? Oh, you got a buff going. Alright, alright. I got my buff going. So we're going to try to use the Raptors of the Mist a little bit. My plan has been exposed because you missed, Ella. You're not supposed to miss. I'm not going to get caught by the third pot of that. It's one of my favorite Ashes of War as well. Oh, good dodge. Very good dodge. Alright, we got to dodge the Frostbite next time. Actually, we could just do... Nah. It's going to eat the pellet, but I'll just dodge the Frostbite damage. I don't mind actually being frostbitten. Oh, we took a trade there. While you're in there feeling safe, lightning into the face. Very fun fight, Ella. Very fun. I didn't get to land the Raptors of the Mist, though. Next battle, I'll try that more. I just instinctively started fighting. Alright, moving on to our next opponent. We have... I'm a Pisces. Hello there. Hey! Hello. Do you have buffs you'd like to use? I also realized I didn't really use the secondary Ash of War at all. It's Hoarfrost Stomp, so maybe we'll just open with that. Bloodhound Step with those, okay. Woo. Well, let's dodge the bleed a little bit here. This could be useful, actually. Whoop. Oh, that's damage. The fallback Moonveil. That caught me off guard. Oh, I don't have the poise to tank that. Unfortunate, though, that you got roll caught by the L1. That's what I was talking about with the L1 hitboxes being very good at roll catching because of the speed they come out. Very interesting battle. Alright, moving on to our next opponent. And I kept Raptors of the Mist because I really do want to land that, even though I keep forgetting to attempt to go for it. This time I'll focus on it. What is that? Ah! I did the jump, but that's what I always forget to do with the stupid Ash of War. Every time I do land it, I end up forgetting to do the attack, because I think it automatically happens, but no. It doesn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe we should try the charged heavy here. It does have good range. What? What? You went through me. Sam, what the hell was that? There we go. 756. And we poise traded the axe. He did hit me out of it, though. So, there's that. Well, he didn't hit me out of it, but he did hit me. R2. There we go. Fun fight, Simple Sam. I don't even know what weapon that is. Looks like the Wing Knight Twin Axes from Dark Souls 3, though. And we landed the Ash of War. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see the damage. Alright, moving on to our last battle. We have Freric. Hello, Freric. Hey! And I decided to throw Horalu's Earthshaker on because I couldn't think of any other interesting Ash of War. And this one's always a good time. Do you have any buffs, Freric? You do have a Scythe. Oh! Oh! Okay, we just had some weird connection there for a second. Seems fine now. This is why this Ash of War is just so fun to me. That was scary though. Oh, we guard broke him with the whip. Wow. Alright, Freric. Well, that connection at the beginning really scared me. You took that hit so late. But very fun fight. Alright, now we see how this performs in invasions. Alright, we have our first invasion in the Mogwin Palace. We have Lenosi, and someone was summoned. Hello there. Don't mind me, just jumping in here. So we have a Horalu Earthshaker, and we also have Beast Roar. I just find those very fun. Oh my god, what is this terrible wizardry? Oh, he doesn't have HP. And he's getting hit by all my urns. Hey there. He's like, I've had enough of you. Oh, too bad you can't get a crit with a whip. I feel like that'd be such an addition. Hey, look, it's not the OP one or anything. Okay, so I gotta watch out because there's plenty of wizards in the general area. Nice, I'm outranging that. That's good, that's good. I should have aimed that at the Dragon Breather. Alright, you. One of these. How far does Beast Roar go? And there's a host behind me, isn't there? Okay. He doesn't have the most health, though. And he would get hit by that. Well, okay, we're gonna run right to try and dodge this. Yeah, that was a good angle. Perfect. Wizard! Didn't even hit the dodge button. He was just trying to cast his wizardry. Alright, people really love that dragon attack. Alright, one down, one down. Let's try and get an Earthshaker here. I do want to pop his bubble. Whee! Earthshaker! Ah. Wait, he's a wizard. I can't speak English right now. He's a wizard. A dragon-breathing wizard. Oh! Woo! I'll just tank that. Yep. Not worth at all. Now I'm Scarlet Rotted. I thought it wouldn't do a second breath of it, I guess, I suppose is what I'm going for here. Okay, that was actually a really good opportunity for them to kill me, but they didn't, so this is good for me. Now I can eat my little bolus. Okay, there we go. Okay, I really need to not let this guy ever be free. Yeah, he's dead. The second we leave him alone, well, it's scary. Hello there, Lunosi. Okay, let's go for the charged R2, and then Horalu. Ah, that would have been really cool. I'm a little disappointed. Charged R2. I want to get him off the cliff. Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, that was a great invasion. Very fun fight, boys. Alright, moving on to our next invasion. I chose Castle Sol. This area is just so fun to me. I'm always a fan of winter areas. I don't know why. They're above me. Okay. Oh, I thought he was a wizard. I mean, he kind of is. Hello there. Alright, I'll get my buff going. So we have a Rivers of Blooder, who just for some reason left. I can appreciate that, though. Although he's trying to sneak up behind me right now. I think not Mr. Rivers of Blood. That's so much damage, actually. These are working really well. They're very good at spacing. They have really high damage output for whiff punishes. Oh my god, this guy's probably dead. Kitsune, either running L1 can be great if the person panic rolls. Overall, such a good kit. R2, get down. Oh, all right, Baba. Damn. All right, those are all the battles that I have for you guys for today with the Urumi. I hope everyone enjoyed the showcase. Once again, there's my stats on the right, the armor that I utilized, and the talismans that I used throughout the showcase. And I did definitely lean towards using it as a dual-wield moveset. I feel like it's a little bit easier to roll catch with when you have two whips. The one moveset, you kind of only get one strike at a time. For basically the same speed of whip attack, you just get a follow-up that's very good for roll catches. You still have access to the R2s that I enjoy, the fully charged ones. And then you also get the high damage of the jumping L1 attacks and running attacks. So I think after using it right there, I think I prefer it dual-wielded as well. But yeah, keep commenting weapons below you'd like to see in the series. I completely forgot about whips up until this point, so I really do appreciate people commenting the whip class. I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all for the next weapon showcase. Goodbye.